Well, Paul, a late equaliser against Tranent this afternoon for the Blue Brazil. Is there a feeling you might have got more out of that game?
Yeah, I think so. I think if you look, like anybody here would have seen that there was one team on the ascendancy second half. I think they were better than us first half. We started poorly, slack, and I had a wee bit to go at the boys at half time, just because I think we need to be neater on the ball, tidier on the ball, and I think we've done that second half. We got Nat on the ball a lot more, we got Stuart McDowell on the ball, and then the subs came on and gave us a huge lift. And I've said that to the boys, we've got 20 players through there, and every single one of them could play, could start. There is a real competition for places, and I've questioned them. I've said to the subs, make an impact when you came on, and I thought the four of them were brilliant. And to be honest, I think if the game goes on 10 more minutes, I think we probably win the game, you know what I mean? So really pleased with the application, the effort second half, and the reaction to a poor first half really.
Yeah. There was a sense that the talent, which is clearly in the Cowdenbeath side, was struggling to express itself, particularly in the first half.
I agree with that. Yeah, I wouldn't say we gave Tranent too much respect, but I think we sat off it a wee bit, and we just never got in our rhythm. We never got going. We maybe went back to front a wee bit too often, and as I say, like, we're not built to go back to front, and I've said it since day one. It's not the way I want to play football. I want to get my good ball players on the ball. And look, I think when we got Brian a bit more on the ball second half, Max Saylor never had his best day today, but he's a talented boy. He's got a lot of talent to go, and I think Stuart and Nat made a real difference second half. I thought the two of them got on the ball a lot, and Jack Allen's energy is brilliant. So we've got a real talented group through there. It's just putting it into practice for 90 minutes rather than for 45, because I think even Cali Braves last week, we started really sloppy for the first 20 minutes and then grew into the game. And then other games we started well for 20-30 minutes and then fall out of the game. Look, it's a young group, it's something we're going to work on to try and make sure it lasts for 90.
Of course, the opposition today, it might be said they didn't really threat from open play, but of course they got the penalty. Any comment to make on the penalty?
Look, if it was up in my Cowdenbeath hour attacking end, I'd be screaming for it. I think it's one of them where I've been there myself as a young defender. Scotty's left his foot dangling and the striker's been clever and he's left his foot. It's one of them that you get them sometimes, you don't get them other times. I've got no real complaint about the penalty because I would have been screaming for it in my end. So, but it's just one of them. It's obviously, this is what we're here to teach the young boys, that at that moment the striker's going away for goal. You don't just let him go away, and I'll get there. And I think Scotty's done brilliant for the last two games, and look, great competition again at right back, because Conley was superb at the start of the season, and that's what I'm challenging the two of them, because either the two of them can play, because they're both good players, they're both young players with a big future, and we just need to help them at this time. And that's why it's not that Conley's been dropped or anything like that. It's just young boys need to retain, keep them fresh and keep them fighting. And it's great for me as a manager, and I just said that. I mean, we've got 20 boys, no injuries right now, and all of them want to play, and all of them are good enough to play, and it's a real feel-good factor in that changing room.
Are you going to change it around, do you think, for Tuesday night away to Cumbernauld, who are going quite well in the league at the moment?
Yeah, another good side, and we know they're we've had them watched and got clips of them, and I've watched games of them. They're a good side, and it's a big pitch there. It's really different to Central Park, that it's a big Astro, so we need to play. So there will be changes again, and I've said that to the boys in there. It'll be nothing based on performance-wise, but it's a long season, and in the Lowland League, for some crazy reason, you've seen me play all your games at the start of the season. You're Saturday, Tuesday for weeks, so I don't want to kill boys, especially young boys who maybe not used to playing 90. There'll be changes, there'll not be 90 changes, but there'll be 2 or 3 changes just to freshen it up and give boys that deserve a chance to play. So
I'm going to remind you, Cowdenbeath, they have drawn with the team that's second top of the Lowland League. They've beaten the team that's third top of the Lowland League. They've beaten the team that's fourth top of the Lowland League. What's your impression so far of the season as it has unfolded? Since we last spoke, because we haven't spoken since prior to the Berwick match. So what's your overview of the season so far, Paul?
To be honest, I'm really pleased, because I think on paper, everybody's seen we had a really tough start. We had all the teams at the top end of the table, or the teams that are fancied, as you said there. We've played the top 5 or 6 in the league, and we've held our own against all of them, barring Lithgow. We had a bad night, and it's going to happen with a young group of players. And I think what a lot of people need to remember as well, and this isn't me making excuses or anything like that, but we had 3 players signed up for last season. We've brought in 17, 18 new bodies, and the credit I give to them is the fact that they've gelled so quickly. They've bought into everything I want to do. They know the way I want to play, and I'm at it all the time. They know how hard training is, and I ask a lot of the boys, they'll moan about the running I give them in that, but you've seen at the end of the game how fit we are compared to the other teams, and that's what I've always said, that if you can be the fittest team in the league and the team that works the hardest, you'll pick up points. You don't always have to be the best team, because look, in an ideal world I'd love to play flowing football and we win 5-0 every week. It's not going to happen. There's really good teams at this league with really good managers like today, Tranent. But what got us the point today was our determination and a never say die attitude. And I think if the game goes on for 10 more minutes, I'm so confident we win that game, and that's a credit to every single one of them through there. So yeah, the season on a whole, really good. Look, always want more, and I'm frustrated with the games we've lost. The Broxton game was my biggest disappointment. The Linlithgow one, look, I can accept that sometimes it happens. They're a good side and they were clinical on the night, but the Broxton one really disappointed me because we got in front early doors. They had just got a heavy defeat, and then we just didn't play, and Broxton deservedly won. They probably should have won by more. And look, that's just the frustration I am, because I'm not commenting on the ones we've done really well in, like your Bonus game where backs to the wall and we defended superbly. We go to Clydebank and get a really good point. Like today, you come back fighting, and look, there's a really good togetherness in that changing room, and long may it continue.
Good stuff, Paul. Thanks for speaking to us,
Thanks very much.
Go and have a hot shower.
I'll need it. Yeah.